Hey y'all, it's Craig with the Bickhams. Today y'all, we're going to be making a super cute Easter wreath with this little snow globe. Have a happy Easter little snow globe with the cute little bunny and this cute basket and his eggs, y'all. So we're going to be doing a super cute deco mesh wreath. So I hope y'all enjoy it. This is the colors that we picked out. We're going to use one of our natural raised work form, 21-inch pink. We're going to be doing some cruffles in this burlap with the pink, blue, and purple and green foil stripes. And we're going to be, I'm thinking about using 3 different colors for some curls and just alternate the colors, y'all, because I'm using 2 rolls that I already had open to bring in a little bit of baby blue and a little bit of that purple. And this one does have that little blue-green stripe in it that's going to match really well. We picked out, this is the ribbons. It's going to be a couple different colors that we're going to alternate on top of one another. We're going to use the polka dots and the stripes, and we're going to use a rabbit. This is a burlap colored rabbit. It's got little Easter eggs and little rabbits on it with the little baby blue Swiss dot on top of it. It's going to be super pretty. So y'all, let's get to it and let's get this wreath made, y'all. I am Craig with the Bickhams. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, y'all. Let's get after it. Alright, so now we're going to get our poof method started with our 21-inch mesh. This is just a 21-inch pink with the foil stripes. So y'all know how we roll. So just kind of just accordion or scrunch or whatever you want to call it across the end to get your poof started. Make sure that everything folds under. I usually give myself about 3 or 4 inches, and we're going to start on the outside. So just kind of get some of them folded out. Get you a few, ready to go, and just pick one. And just pick one, and I don't know what I'm hanging up on. Just go in there in that first tie and do it one time. Now we use a little small zip tie. Just a little small zip tie to start. I like to do that to kind of hold my mesh in place. Y'all, you may have to move something around if something's moving. I think it's all good though. Move it. We're going to wiggle him back over here a little bit. And we're just going to zip tie it in place like this. Doesn't matter really where it goes. Just kind of get it started. Then I kind of roll the zip tie underneath. And just kind of cut it off. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't matter what rail that you do it on. So just zip tie it to one of them. That way it stays. Hey y'all. So, and then I always trim it off. Sometimes my wife doesn't, but I do. Get my little handy dandy pliers, and then just cut your zip tie off, and then I kind of just roll it, just kind of roll it. Now y'all do know the way I do my poofs is I kind of measure. Let me get the zip tie that way. I like to measure. My wife doesn't. So make sure your ends of your poof roll under. I do like to keep mine kind of tight. I like to keep them kind of skinny and tight. And we're going to go 10 inches. I'm going to start at the 15. And we'll go to the 25. Now I like my poofs to look right. So I'm going to make sure when I first start.
You're making this wreath?
Oh yeah.
I had already made a bow and everything for it.
That's okay. I can't help it. You had it out there. So, I had to come up with something. You know what I mean? So I just kind of pull them tight to get my first one the way I like it to look. And we're going to go to 25. And then we're just going to kind of poof up.
You don't have enough of this.
Which one do I don't?
Well, wait a minute. Yeah, you do.
I only need a 9. You're going to be putting up. So get that in there, and that's going to get us started. And we're going to get that first one. Now all of this, the reason I picked this pink, y'all, is that base is going to actually get mostly covered up. Some of that's going to peek through, and so it's not going to be a lot of pink. I guess I'm going to start back over here at the 12. So we'll go 10 again. because a lot of this is going to get covered up with your burlap. So I'm not doing the huge post. We go anywhere from 10 to 12 inches. Now what we do is we actually tie up. So we take these ties. This is the first one. I'm going to do it as I go. Go underneath that middle bar. Take your thumb and then roll that forward. Bring those posts up, and we're going to tie it one time to that middle bar. And that's it. Same thing with your next one. Underneath the middle bar, roll that post forward and tie it one time. That's going to help keep everything from being so floppy. Let me get some more of these ties out of here, so I can kind of keep things moving along. Like I said, I just like to stay, because we're putting so many cruffles in it, I like to stay around that 10-inch when I'm adding so much stuff in it. Just try to keep them, you know, close to the same. You ain't got to keep it exact. And remember, go under. This is only for the outside ring though. Go under that middle, roll it up, and twist tie it one time. Alright, so let me get the rest of these poofs on, and we'll be right back. Alright, so we got the outer ring done. Now we're going to be, we ended where we started, right where I zip tied. Now we're going to just go with our 10-inch. We're going to just pick your 10-inch out, and we're going to roll, and we're going to go right up to that top. We're going to catch that top row now. Pull tight and just twist once. You just kind of angle right up there, and just keep your, you know, close to your 10-inch mark. And we're just going to fold them and get them all in. Just make sure your posts are laying kind of like you want it, before you get it tied in there too far. And we're going to catch all of them. This is going to be one of our fuller wreaths. It's going to have a lot of stuff in it. I am going to oval it. I don't know if any of y'all, I know, what you making tonight?
Tulip wreath, probably.
She's making a tulip wreath, so that'll be on a grapevine tonight on the Facebook page, since I've got her tulips down.
I gotta go pick what color I'm gonna do.
Yeah, but this one's gonna be really pretty. So, all right, let me finish up this top, and we'll have all the poofs done, and we can move on to the cruffles. All right, so we made our way around. We're gonna go about 4 inches or so, and we're gonna cut it off, so we can get that thing tie wrapped in there, kind of down here. We're gonna flip it. Just stick it by your rail. Grab your little zip tie. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. And we're gonna zip tie it pretty good. Just remember, these little zip ties will break, so just get it zip tied in there decent. And we're gonna give it a haircut. Get rid of that, and we're good to go. Alright, so we got our base nice and full. Now we're going to be adding in this burlap color with all these pretty foil stripes. This is going to be our cruffles. So we're going to cut those. Oh Lord, somebody's making a mess down here. We're going to cut these at 18 inches. Move some things out of the way. Let's get that over here. So we got our mesh on our mesh roller from Susie's Racing Thing. Dang it. Susie's Racing Thing. Yeah. So we're going to go 18 inches. We're going to use the rotary cutter. I'm just going to use my scissors kind of to stay on there. And I'm going to cut. I'm going to pick out like a line. And I'm going to kind of cut this and make it straight where I'm kind of starting with a better cut before we kind of get going. 18 inches a piece, and y'all, we got to cut 18 of these bad boys because we got 18 ties on the wreath. So let me get 18 of these things cut, and we'll be right back. Alright, so we got all of our 18 inch burlap with the 4 stripes on it cut for the cruffles. I'm going to go ahead and cut our curls 10 inches a piece. We're going to use 3 different colors. I need 18 of these, and we're going to split the other 2 in 9 of each, and we'll make the curls, but they're 10 inches a piece on your curls. I'm going to use a little a clothespin to hold them together. 10. Let me go ahead and just kind of cut like that. But I will have to open another roll of the yellow. I had one roll open, so try to use what you got. You know, try to use up what you got when you pick your colors out and you're deciding what to make, so you can kind of get the most bang for your buck. Because we always have open rolls of mesh. I don't know if everybody else does, but we do. All my stuff's sliding around. So we got to do 18 of the yellow, 9 of the baby blue, and 9 of that purple and blue. That's what we're going to do. So let me get all this stuff cut, and then y'all come back, hang out with me once I got all that. Alright, so let's get some cruffles made, y'all. 18 inches on the cruffles. Just, can I have one clip, please?
Yeah.
Just give me one clip. I like to use a clip. She does what she calls, what I call the Tata method, where she does it across like this. I like to do it with a clip. That's just the way I do it. So what I do is I just roll one in, and I roll it fairly tight, about 3 times, maybe 4, 3.5. Put the clip, turn it around, do the other side. 1, 2, 3 and a piece, and then just cruffle, scrunch across the middle until you got your little bow tie looking thing like that. And we're going to just start on the outside. I think we got, I missed that one, so I'm going to have to get him tied to the middle. So we're going to get this one, we're going to start right here. So just go in between your ties. Now get it down in that tie all the way, like all the way. Make sure you kind of halfway. Pull it tight and just twist one time. Just twist around one time, and just kind of get your little, your little curly curls facing like you want them. And we got to do all 18. Now this one's going to roll up tight because it came off the end of that roll. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put the clip. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to scrunch across. And since these have the 4 stripes in them, you actually have like a little guide where you can stay in the middle, And just work your way around. Get them all tied in there tight. And then just make sure everything kind of comes up like it needs to. Make sure it looks all right. This one I think I missed. Yeah. I need to tie this one underneath. So if you find one that you didn't tie up on that middle rail, just grab it real quick and tie it in there. No biggie. No biggie, y'all. And you can, my wife actually sticks hers in there like the opposite way, upside down. Oh, why do you do that?
I don't know.
She just does hers different. So, alright, so let me get all these cruffles in and we'll be right back. Alright, so now we got the base made without the curls. We're going to be sticking the curls on. This is all of our cruffles on. All 18 ties have a cruffle that was 18 inches. So now I'm going to oval it before I get too far and get that oval shape that I want. Now I kind of take a look at it, y'all. I'm I'm one of those that I like to kind of, you know, take a little gander, and you can tell this is where I jumped across, and kind of see where I might want my top. You know, I kind of hold it up and take a little peek and see which way I like it to lay. I like it like that. So I want this to kind of either be my top or bottom. And so I'm going to turn it toward me. Now this is my top and bottom. And I'm going to flip it. And I'm going to pull it to me. Just like I always do. And we're just going to get that little egg shape. I do it from both sides. That way it don't make one side kind of flat. And you have to be careful. Now these wire work forms are pretty tough. It just makes it look like an egg. It, you know, it just gives it that egg shape. And you can just be easy with it. You know, give it a little bit here, a little pull there. And now we've got that oval look like we like. Alright. So now we got to get, Melissa's been nice enough to make my curls for me. Just kind of play with it like you want. And I've got a whole box of curls. Did you make them all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
I forgot.
That's fine. That's fine. All right. These are just 10-inch pieces of mesh. One yellow, one baby blue, one yellow and cream, and the purple with the blue stripes in it. She's got them. We just roll them up, put them together, and hold them together with the clips. And then we're gonna every other one, because that way we're gonna have the different colors. So just start on the outside. Take your pick. You may have to untie because your ties are gonna be getting short. So just kind of stick it down in there. Same thing, right on top of them cruffles. Pull it down, and we're gonna give it one little twist so we got enough room to tie our ribbon tails on. Once we get to that, so just kind of make sure everything's kind of laying in there like you want it. Kind of make sure they're about the same. And we're going to alternate the colors. Some ties are just shorter than others because you got more, or where you started, you got more stuff in it. So I just kind of untie it and then shove everything right on top of it. Pull down and one twist. And then I just kind of just work with your curls until you get them kind of laying like you like them. You know, they all kind of lay a little different, which is alright. That's how my wife likes things. She likes things that look natural. That's kind of how she is. Did you turn your glue on?
No, I got to.
Yeah, she's going to need to turn her glue pot on, or we're going to be on again. And y'all know me. If you see any stragglers and stuff, y'all, just cut it off. Just cut that thing off of there. Even when you got to go look around, just cut them off. Clean them up, give them a little haircut. This one's really short, so we're going to untie him, and we're going to shove down and just get enough tie left over so we can get the ribbon tails in there. Now we've got to put one in all 18 of them. And just make sure you stay, you know, with your alternating colors. You know, one of the blues, one of the purples, one of the blues, one of the purples. And if you smash anything down, just get it up. Bring it on up. We ain't building a watch, we building a wreath, y'all. I'm going to show y'all in just a second. And then y'all kind of know. Alright. Alright, so everybody kind of gets the idea of how, you know, your curls go on top of your cruffles. And you just kind of fluff them up and make them stand up. So let me get all that on and we'll be right back. Alright, so now we're going to be attaching our super cute Happy Easter. Have a Happy Easter sign. This thing is super cute, y'all. Super cute. So I'm going to use my 1.5 millimeter jewelry punch. And we're going to put some, I'm going to use just a pink Chanel stem. that's going to match. We're going to try to do maybe 4. So I kind of just lay it up here, kind of see where I want it to go. You know, get it kind of middle ways. I kind of look on the TV. I know I got in the way there. Gotta see which way I gotta go. And just kind of start picking. I think we're gonna be all right doing the corners here and maybe 2 up here. Really don't want it to move, so you know, don't get just crazy with it. Now these are the embossed signs, so I mean they have the dents and shapes in them where they have a lip around, and they've actually got a little hanger, which I can use that. We might just do 2 at the bottom and 1 at the top and use the hanger, and then I don't have to punch 1 on the top. Because this sign is, I mean, you can use this just to hang on the wall. So let's get a little couple holes. Let's get 1 right here. You just kind of, just press, and you can hear it when it pops through. Just kind of put some steady pressure, and I kind of twist back and forth. You know, just kind of walk it back and forth until it kind of, because it, without bending it, you know, and then it'll pop through. Take it out. Then we're going to put the chenille stems in. Run it through about 1 inch, maybe a little more, inch, inch and a half, something like that. Bend it over, get it snug, and then just twist it nice and neatly around that. That way it kind of, you know, makes more of a straight line, and it looks nice and neat. Since we're only going to be popping 2 holes, and the pinks are going to match just fine. I try to use a chenille stem if I can that matches the color, at least of the wreath. If not, the color where I make the hole at. We don't use so many of the cable tie mounts, the 3M cable tie mounts. Not that they're not good. It's just down here in Southwest Mississippi, y'all, the humidity is so bad that we've actually had some release. You know, thank y'all for the roses, y'all. Thank y'all for the roses. It's been a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday already. We're looking forward to getting our new product today. I mean, just absolutely. Now this is where it would hang on the wall, so I'm just going to tie it right in the middle. Instead of making a hole, I'm going to pull it, get it tight, and we're going to just wrap it around. So this one will actually be hid behind it, which is really good. Let me take that old sticker off. Get that old sticker off of there. That old trash. Get him off. Throw him in the garbage. And now we're going to get this thing on here. Now sometimes you can get them through with your, you know, just by parting the C's and finding your hole, you know. But I just like to use my little handy dandy yarn needle. Run it through my yarn needle. Find me a hole to go through. And I try to, it's going to go through the mesh, so I try to stay straight down if you can. To keep it, you know, in line. Then I just kind of, you know, put a little pressure, just a little pressure, and pull down, and then I tie. Because we still got all those ribbon tails to put on, so you fixing to cover up all kinds of stuff with those ribbon tails. Now just let him hang. We got 3 of them to tie on. It is a little aggravating, you know, this tying the signs on, so just go ahead and just wrap it around just a few times before you do any tying, if you do any tying. I tie mine on, so that's like 4 times. Now get him back straight. Get him back straight. And we're going to get this side. No biggie, no biggie. Just don't push too hard. You know, don't make it make sure your ties, you know, that's where a tie some ribbon tails is going to be. So we're going to bring him out. There's a tie right there. So, and I just kind of feel for that needle. I feel for the needle when it comes out. Try to keep it between that inner ring on the wreath form. Get it close now. Kind of keep it straight. Make sure it's straight enough, and then just same thing, just put a little pressure on it, and then just start wrapping it. Now this one fell right by a bar and where one of the ties are. That makes it even harder to tie because it's so close. It don't give you a lot of room to get your fingers in there by that tie. But just take your time. You're supposed to enjoy it, y'all. Supposed to enjoy making these things. This is supposed to be like your zen time, you know, where you enjoy creating. Alright. Remove some of these curls and just make sure that it gets nestled like I want it. We're going to find a little hole. And down through there we go. Thank y'all. Thank y'all very much. I hate that I didn't get it finished yesterday. I had to stop, but we had to be live on our Facebook page at 6:30, and I didn't make it. I didn't make it in time. But we got a lot of it done though. So alright. So now we got the little sign tied on. I've already got my ribbon tails cut. There we go. So the ribbon tails are cut at 13 inches a piece. We've got 4 different kinds of ribbon. We've got a pink, 2.5 inch pink and polka dot with white polka dots, and then we got the 1.5 inch with the pastel stripes. So, and we always just fold them in half. When we cut our dovetails, we actually lay them on top of each other, fold them over, and then you cut up, you know, at an angle. I put the wire in my left hand, and I'm right-handed, and I cut up and give you a nice little dovetail. And we do them on top of each other to keep them the same length. And then fold them in half. And where they're folded, you just accordion across that fold, and then you just start putting them in. Now we're going to alternate colors, so we're going to just start on the outside. Just stick it in there. You could either twist it. I don't twist them a lot of times because this is the last thing. I just kind of fold one over the ribbon and the other one behind the ribbon. Fold everything down and just mash it. This wire is really stiff on these ties, so it will hold in place without twisting it. Then we're going to separate, especially the outside. The outside ones I can kind of separate the tails. I'll show you in like an X. I can take let the polka dots run one way and let the pastel, the 2.5 run one way and the 1.5 inch run the other. And all of our ribbon is wired ribbon. We don't have these. We have the pastel in stock. And we have the blue. I'll show you the blue polka dot Swiss dots. But y'all check us out at smalltownwreathshop.com, and you can see our supplies there. We are running a sale on our Etsy shop right now. The whole Etsy shop on the finished or completed wreaths, which you can get to from the smalltownwreathshop.com, is 40% off right now. So that's kind of, it makes just a little X. Like that. Now the inner ones up here, we won't be able to do that to all of them because they're going to be under the sign. And so this is the other color that we're using. So this is a beige, or the burlap color. It's got little eggs and little bunnies on it. Super pretty. That's going to help bring out that other natural color. And this is the 1.5 inch raised Swiss dot that we do have in stock. As a matter of fact, I just took this one out, so I know we have 19 rolls left. We've sold one case already, but we've got 19 left. So y'all get you some pretty ribbon. But we're going to alternate these colors. So we're going to do the pink there, and right here we're going to do the burlap and blue. Same thing. And you can switch if you want to. I'm just going to stay the same. I'm going to keep my 2.5 inches running kind of the same way. Let my 1.5 inches run, you know, kind of where it matches that one. And I'm just going to work my way around. And you just have to, you know, I like for everything to kind of look neat. Melissa, she's more, my wife, she's more natural color. You know, she wants her natural stuff kind of wonky. Is the way she likes it. So let me get all these tails in, and we'll be right back. All right. Now we got all the ribbon tails in, y'all. This thing is super, super, super pretty. I'm trying to move it all the way around so y'all can kind of see. Super pretty, y'all. It is some wonderful colors. If you like the pastel Easter colors, y'all, it is really, really, really pretty. I like this sign. I like this little snow globe. Have a happy Easter. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you like and subscribe to our With the Bickhams YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it. That's how we grow. If you got any value out of this video, please sprinkle and share it with somebody. Invite somebody to come check Craig and Melissa out at Small Town Wreath Shop and With the Bickhams on YouTube. And we'll see y'all next time.